Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, good morning. It is Thursday, the 27th day of February. We've got the Call Flow Radio Show. And this is Chris Wood. We're going to ask all folks that do intend to call up to wait until the second half of the show because we do have a special guest in our studio. And, of course, he is no stranger to our WFLO mic. It's Derek Stamey. He is administrator, Cumberland County. And we'll say good morning, Derek.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I hope that you had a nice holiday.
I did. It was great. Wonderful getting together with family and friends and celebrating the holidays together and enjoying a little bit of cold weather. Yeah.
I think everybody, well, I don't know whether they all enjoyed it or not, but anyway, that's good. So you've got some things going on. I know it's been a couple of months since we've been seeing
Absolutely.
you.
It's been a while since I've been in the studio, but a lot of things are moving along in Cumberland County. We've got a lot of great things going on despite the snow and the power outages that we've been experiencing here in the past couple of months. We've got a lot of great things going on. We've been working really hard on behalf of our residents as it relates to grant applications. Currently, we're working on grant applications across a myriad of disciplines, whether it's fire and rescue, parks and recreation, animal control, things of that nature. We're currently applying for approximately $2.5 million worth of grants. We've been successfully awarded almost $800,000 worth of grants this year, including grants for our fire and rescue department, RSAF grants to outfit our ambulances. We've got grants that we've been approved for economic development. Economic Development Strategic Plan, we were recently awarded an APHID grant through the governor's office, which we've paired against a Virginia Tobacco Commission grant and leveraged those so that we'll be working with our new business task force on a strategic economic development plan that focuses on agriculture. So we want to bring economic development to the county, but we want to be intentional about it, and we want to focus and maintain our agricultural roots. So that's going to be a huge focus as we move through calendar year 2025. And again, that's going to be funded with grant funding. So we're also, one of the hot topics is, we're always hearing about the need for a grocery store in Cumberland County.
Yeah.
And a local proprietor, a couple of gentlemen have joined forces to renovate some space there in the courthouse. I call it the Courthouse Village area, right across from the administration building. And it's my understanding, I'm watching from the windows and keeping tabs on their efforts, but it's my understanding that they plan to open their grocery store sometime this fall. And we will be working with them. Obviously, the county can't own and operate a grocery store per se, but we can help.
Right.
And we will be working with them through the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services to apply for grants to help that effort, because we want to help where we can, but let the free market work.
Is the Cumberland restaurant still open?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Cumberland Restaurant is still open.
Okay, good.
So we as the government, we don't. We get out of the way in a lot of ways, but we also step in and help where we can. So we definitely want to make sure that any efforts to bring a grocery store to the county are successful. We are knee-deep in the budget process right now, so we're in the process of hearing from all of our different departments and our constitutional officers what their needs are and areas that we need to address as it pertains to the budget. We do hope to have all of those presentations and requests in as we work through the month of March, and then in April we'll be presenting a budget for the board to consider for fiscal year 26. So there's a lot of things going on administratively in the county. We're also actively working on the county's radio system. You may recall that is a partnership between Cumberland and the Virginia State Police.
Right.
So we are going to be becoming a member of their STARS system. And essentially, it's going to save the county a significant amount of money, millions of dollars. If we were to own and operate our own radio system, we'd be responsible for the maintenance. We'd be responsible for the ongoing system upgrades, the construction of towers. But by becoming a member on the STARS network, we're able to utilize the state police's services in that regard so that we don't have to foot that bill. And it's a great partnership. We've already ordered all of our equipment. We're working on a potential tower location there in the courthouse that will be necessary for our dispatch center.
Right.
So we're working through that process. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes administrative items that need to be taken care of. And we've got an emergency services coordinator. His name's Darren Hurley. He is doing a fantastic job with that. And we hope that project will be completed and we can start implementing that this summer.
Fantastic.
So, and again, there's millions of dollars worth of savings to that, and we were able to a couple of years ago, we were able to carve out some money in our debt service to pay for it, so it wouldn't impact the tax rate.
Well, and it also creates another avenue of communication.
Absolutely.
Between the county and the police or
right.
and emergency.
And we are really a pilot program for this. So there's another locality, I believe it's Buchanan County in Western Virginia, and I believe it's just their sheriff's office, but we will have the sheriff's office, fire and rescue, and our animal control all on this system. And this is going to, we're really the kind of the guinea pig for this, and we want to make it work. We want it to be right, and I want to make sure that all of our first responders are safe and can communicate effectively, and most importantly, protect our residents and provide much needed medical assistance and police response.
That's great. That is super.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now, how long is this going to take for you to get it up and running?
So to get this up and running, it's not as simple as flipping a switch and the system's up.
Right.
So you have to get all of your components in. You have to make sure that all of your IT infrastructure is in place. And the main thing is getting everything installed and upgraded in the vehicles. So each vehicle has its own radio system. It has repeaters on the roof. It has all kinds of IT infrastructure that has to be installed, and the state police will be handling that for us, which is great. Our fire and rescue apparatus is going to have the same materials.
Plus, you got to train these people to use
exactly.
this equipment.
And see, that's a great point, because you don't just get on a radio and talk.
Right.
There's a certain way that you have to communicate, especially if we are going to be on that radio system with the state police. So there's some training, there's some standard operating procedures that we have to adopt. So there's an administrative side of this, and then it's also the mechanical side of it.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some time. When we flip that switch, there's going to be some growing pains and some learning that takes place.
Of course, that's
just
normal,
and that's the nature of the beast. But we're excited about it.
I'm sure.
I'm thrilled for our first responders.
That's good, and the fact that you are getting a grocery store is fantastic as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's great, and Cumberland it's good because the farmers that's been getting a raw deal here recently. And, as far as the weather is concerned and, administrative-wise as well. So in order to bring that back to fruition, those grants will help.
Yes, and that's a great point. We've also applied for an APHID grant. It's called an APHID infrastructure grant, and it's the application, and I'm hoping to hear something officially soon. I've got an inkling that we're good with it, but I haven't gotten the official okay yet in terms of a press release. But the grant itself, we applied for it to improve some of our existing facilities so that we could expand our farmers market operations. And that's going to be one of our primary focuses as a county we have our own farmers market that we operate out of the Luther P. Jackson building, but we also want to lift up the other farmers markets that may exist in our community. I know that Spruceberry Farm has talked about having a farmers market there. Again, we want to be part of the solution and lift a rising tide lifts all boats.
That's right, it does. I like that.
Yes, yeah. And we want to be that rising tide.
That's fantastic. So. Okay, well, is there anything else going on right now that we should be interested in, or as far as the county?
So there's a couple of large-scale projects, and we've got information on our county website. Of course, we've got the Green Ridge project, the landfill project that's currently going through the conditional use permit process, and we have a detailed page on our website. If you go to My Government on Cumberland County's website, you can scroll down and actually click on that link and get all of the information related to the Green Ridge application and the conditional use process. And we had a board meeting last Tuesday, and we have a proposed courthouse project that's in the works. And the board voted Tuesday evening to continue the process. They haven't voted on appropriating any funding for it. They haven't voted on a specific design because we have to procure architectural and engineering services to get to that point.
Now, isn't the courthouse repairs or whatever? Or
Correct. It's related to, we've done 2 analyses in conjunction with the circuit court judge, Judge Blessing. Excuse me. And the first analysis was done back in the spring, and I know there had been a previous analysis done sometime in 2019 or 2020, but we did conduct an analysis through the State Department of General Services and the Virginia Supreme Court. They identified some issues, and then and we actually, as a county, in our capital improvement program in the spring of 23, we did identify a courthouse renovation project in the CIP. It was part of the budget adoption process. So this isn't something that's new. It's been there for a while, and it's coming to a point where we
have to make a
decision on it. And we did a subsequent analysis with the elements of the judiciary in Cumberland. So we brought all those stakeholders around the table. We talked about what their needs may be, space suitability, things of that nature. And now we took it to the board with a conceptual. Okay, it's essentially blocks on a page, and it's based on square footage, and you develop a cost estimate from that. Now, is that what the ultimate cost is going to be? We don't think so. That being said, now it's time to go through the process and really get in the nuts and bolts of this thing and come up with take that conceptual and drill down to the nuts and bolts level and come up with a plan that will meet the long-term needs of the courthouse. And then ultimately the board will have to decide how to act. I think when people saw the price tag, I think it
was like $37 million.
Yes,
or something
when you see
like
that price tag, it's shocking, and I don't think anybody wants to spend $37 million. I know I certainly don't, but we have to continue with the process,
right?
And that's what they voted on, and that's what we're doing. And it's going to take some time, but we'll get there, and we're going to try to come up with a solution that will meet long-term needs, but also our obligation that we have as a county to meet the standards of the Virginia Supreme Court guidelines. And we'll do that in a way that is the most cost effective.
Well, what exactly are the problems there? Is it structural? Is it not enough space? Or
well, it's if you drill down into it, there's issues with parking. There's issues with secured parking, sally ports, adequate space for growth, co-location of offices, things of that nature. There are standards that the Supreme Court sets that we have to abide by. So those are some of the things that have been identified, especially in that preliminary report and then in the subsequent analysis. So, and all of that is online as well. If you go to our county website, there's a tab right below the Green Ridge tab, and you can click on, because we want our residents to know that you can access this information at any time.
Right.
So on that tab, you can go back and actually look at all of the documentation as part of this process from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's all there, and I'm happy to answer any questions that people may have about it. And, it's all there in the open for folks to digest and try to understand. So.
Okay. All right. So what else is going on?
Oh, we've covered quite a bit. I want to give a shout out to my public works team who have been diligently working on the baseball fields down at Madison Ballpark. The weather has not cooperated.
Oh no,
they've had to deal with that too. They've been dealing with snow removal and power outages and pump stations and trying to keep all of our infrastructure working during that tough period of snow and ice and wind and everything else. But they've done a great job constructing new dugouts. We did get some solar money that was earmarked for recreation improvements, so they've been utilizing those funds, and we've been doing a lot of that work ourselves to improve the ball fields and to make the playing experience for our youth a better experience. And I'm really excited to see what the end product looks like. But they've been doing a great job, and I can't speak.
You said solar money?
Yeah, there was a project that was approved. It was approved before I actually arrived in the county, and it was part of the proffer. It included some funding set aside specific to recreation. So that funding did come in, and we did have to use it as was agreed upon in the contract documents, and we put it into upgrading some of our facilities.
Well, that's good. That's great. All right. Well, it sounds like things are moving along.
Yes, ma'am.
And we certainly appreciate you coming in here and giving us a heads up on everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd love to come in more. Just let me know.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. And have a great remainder of your day. And I hope that you've been enjoying some of this beautiful weather we've been having.
Absolutely. Every time I come here, the weather's amazing. So that's what I'm saying. I think I just need to come, once a week.
Okay. Okay. Come once a week.
So I appreciate you having me, and enjoy your show. And I just want to hope everyone out there listening has a great day.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Be safe.
All right. Thank you.
All right. That was Derek Stamey, and he is County Administrator for Cumberland, bringing us up to date on what's going on over there in the county. Lots of exciting things, including a grocery store coming. So that's really fantastic. All right, our time is 8:25, and this is the Call Flow Radio Show. This is Chris Wood with you. The lines are open, and I certainly hope that Noah gets in here. I think he's making another cup of coffee. Anyway, at the bottom of the hour, we will have our weather forecast and our birthday calendar as well. Good morning, Noah.
Hey, good morning, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that coffee smells wonderful.
Yeah.
Really good.
We have a special birthday today. I'll wait till the bottom of the hour, but
okay.
All
right. Okay.
A special employee.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I do know who it is. Was Henry trying to call a little earlier?
Yeah, he's going to call in after we do all that.
After we do all the stuff at the bottom of the hour. Okay. So how's your day been so far? I was listening to you this morning.
Yeah.
And sounded good.
Oh, thank you, Chris. The day is going well. We had the open mic at Press Club last night, so that went fairly well as well. So
good.
Yeah. Just pretty busy. Lacking coffee. This is only my second cup, so gee. I know, right? I should be on to my fourth cup at this time.
Well, I do want to mention.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
That
Ron Moody.
Yes, our own Ron Moody, the Beach Show, Rock and Soul, has written a novel, and it is titled "Forever the Constellations: The Story of a Band." And I finished it in 2 days. It is wonderful. If you enjoy music and all that, but I'm thinking maybe some of this is a little autobiographical as well.
Really? Okay.
Of course, because he knows music, and he's an award-winning musician. Ron is. He's a wonderful guy, and the fact that he wrote this just blows my mind. It does. It's beautifully written. It moves along very quickly.
Nice.
The characters are rich, and he really, puts you in there with it. So he's sort of like Francis, with all the characters and stuff, and knowing them. He does in the book give a list of the characters in the band and in the story, and it goes through everything. The ending is surprising. I'm not going to give it away.
Okay.
I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give the book away. But anyway, hopefully we'll talk with Ron and maybe have him come here for a book signing, because this book is well worth reading.
Yeah.
And I'm a reader, and I know what I like. And I thought, but this was really good. Very engaging. And it's called, again, Forever the Constellations, the Story of a Band by Ron Moody.
Pacing is very important when it comes to a book, story has to be well paced.
It's very well paced. It moves along.
Yeah, that's great.
And it covers all the aspects of being in a band in the 60s.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, drugs,
Yeah.
sex, and alcohol.
Yeah, and being Ron Moody. I don't know, just being a.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Ron. I think he would be interesting.
He's a fantastic guy. Maybe, you'll get to meet him. You'll get to meet him. Anyway, he dedicated the book to his wife, Sharon.
That's very
which
nice.
I think is sweet. Okay, so we have just about 29 minutes now after 8 o'clock. You want to go ahead and get to the business at hand?
Sounds good.
All right. We've got our weather forecast coming up. It's brought to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading, located at 2113 Cumberland Road in Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
All right, your WFLO forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We'll see a chance of some showers developing, mainly between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., but it's only a 30% chance. Otherwise cloudy with a high near 67 degrees. Now, the winds could be a bit of a factor. They're coming in from 9 to 14 miles per hour, gusting as high as 24 miles per hour. So keep that in mind. Tonight, mostly cloudy during the early evening, then gradual clearing with a low around 37, west winds at 6 to 8 miles per hour. Friday, sunny with a high near 59, west winds again 6 to 8 miles per hour, or 9 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 41. Southwest winds at 6 to 9. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 67, a west wind to 8 to 16 miles per hour, gusting as high as 28 miles per hour. Then for Saturday night, we'll see a low of 27 under partly cloudy skies. Sunday, a totally different animal. Sunny with a high 45. And Sunday night, clear with a low around 20. So it's time to crank up the wood stove again. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We have 55% humidity. Our barometer is falling off just a little, 29.81 inches. We do have winds coming in from the southwest at around 11 miles per hour. Our current temperature under cloudy skies is at 56 degrees, but it feels like it's 47 with those winds coming in. So that is your weather forecast, sponsored at this time by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading. Give them a call at 434-392-6010. That's 392-6010. Our birthday and anniversary calendar is coming up next, and that is brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors, located at 1907 East 3rd Street in Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
All right, Noah, here's your time to shine, and we got that special birthday coming up as well. So
yes, a very special grand birthday.
Oh, man, a grand birthday.
A grand birthday. And yes, all right. So starting off the list for today, February 27th, Thursday. We have Elizabeth Simmons Stadler, I think. We also have Joseph Harrison. Very nice name. Also, Jerry Jenkins is celebrating as well. And then I think we all know who's next. Chris, can I get a drum roll, please? We have the one and only J.S. the Third. A fine WFLO fella, John Staten the Third, celebrating today.
I'm going to sing happy birthday to John.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do that? I'll be right back. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
It's not going to take very long.
I know. I gotta print out something real fast.
Oh, okay. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
See, I told you I'd make it. I
All
also
right,
wanted to.
I don't sing that very often anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had another email come in. It's not a birthday, but it's a birthday message. So I think maybe this is a new segment that we're doing.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
All right.
Birthday message. Chris, can I get a little cowbell or something? There we go. All right. Okay. So the message comes from, I guess, keep it anonymous? No. I'll say first name.
All right.
The message comes from Mandy, and says Mandy would like to wish John Staten a very happy birthday on Thursday, February 27th, and she hopes the day is special for John. And then she has this XOXO.
Oh.
I think that's a little, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So that's
his girlfriend.
Oh, is it?
It's Mandy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Mandy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I'm making it sound, I don't know, more dramatic than it actually is. But yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Our time is 8:35. Lines are now open.
I guess we should
394-0924. What?
I mentioned how to get birthdays to us.
Oh, yeah.
Totally forgot that part.
You got me off track.
Yeah, I did. Me too. 434-394-0924, the number Chris just said. You can call in with a birthday. You can also email birthdays to us at birthdays@wflo.net. Or another thing you can do, you can go on our website, wflo.net, on the on-air mentions page in the menu. Find the menu. Go to the on-air mentions. And under that menu, there's another page.
It sounds difficult.
It's super easy.
It's
like
not.
once you do it, it's like, wow, that was amazing.
That's easy.
And so under the birthdays, you can submit birthdays or a birthday message directly from our website. No need to open up Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, AOL. Chrome. Yeah, exactly. You could just do it directly from the website.
Okay.
So.
Sounds great. We've got a caller. Oh, I should say that the birthdays have been brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it's not right, they'll make it right. And you can give them a call at 434-392-2802. Have to mention our sponsor there, a fine sponsor. We've got a call. Yes, we do. And we'll find out who it is. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allie.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing, darling?
I'm fine. This is Mandy.
Oh, Mandy. Oh, sorry. You sound exactly like Allie.
I thought this was Allie. Sounds just like another caller.
I know. Hey, we enjoyed your message for John.
Well, I was hoping to wish the birthday boy a message. Is he there yet?
No, he's not here yet.
I think he's sleeping in or something.
I don't know.
He's probably looking at the back of his eyelids, if you know what I mean.
No, he should be on his way anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to call. I'll call back then.
Yeah, if you definitely call back. Probably around I would say 8:45 or something. 8:50.
Yeah, 8:50.
Right,
yeah,
9 o'clock.
All right.
Okay.
Exciting.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was Mandy.
All right.
All right.
I thought that was Allie. I'm shocked.
Yes, I made a fool of myself.
No.
I do that all the time.
Not at all, Chris.
I eat filet of sole all the time. Yeah. You know that expression, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now let's check out celebrity birthdays here for today. Oh, Gene Hackman died. Did you hear that? Yeah.
One of my favorite. I loved him in that movie, The Conversation, where he plays like a private investigator. I don't know. He was a character. Gene Hackman, amazing. But that's unfortunate.
Yes.
How old was he when? Did it say?
80 something, 88, something like that. Anyway, let's see. Actor Donald Logue turns 50. Well, here comes John now.
Well, when the John comes marching in.
When the John comes marching in, yes.
Saints come marching.
That's right. No, we're just doing John.
Yeah, so if Mandy's listening, she can call back in.
We had a special.
We wish you a happy birthday.
Call.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
John, are you?
Those are great.
Oh my goodness. Well, I sang happy birthday to you.
I heard.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I was coming into town and heard that. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope I was in key.
Yeah. No, it sounded like you
I'm
were
a terrible singer. I don't know where my daughter got her beautiful voice, but she certainly didn't get it from me. But anyway, so if Mandy wants to call back, John Staten is in the studio.
Yeah, present and accounted for.
Present and accounted for. So how was the drive in?
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah, good, good.
I heard your interview and heard Noah trying to build up the birthday thing. And
now, John, like I don't have a whole lot to go off of, so I got to make it sound much more,
more important than it actually
well,
is.
I mean, I think it's important. Reading names or
of course we don't know how old he is,
celebrate.
do we?
John? I mean, he was alive when Abraham Lincoln was shot.
Oh, really?
Right.
I was at that play.
He was at that play, so like, and so
At a box row seat.
I don't know, John. Yeah, is 48?
49? 49?
49. Wow.
Right.
Good guess, Chris.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We'll play it again and you can guess it next year.
Okay. All right. Let's see. It is 8:40, and we've got celebrities celebrating birthdays today. We're holding off the lines here. Donald Logue, as I mentioned, attends the Gotham panel on day 3 of that's when this particular photo was taken.
I believe that's her calling now.
I believe so, maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
All right. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
No, I guess not.
That's great.
Hi, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah, y'all sound good.
Oh, well, how are you doing?
Doing very well for somebody in my shape.
Well, I'm just so glad that you'll be able to call back. And
I am too.
Yeah, and you are home, correct?
Yeah, yes. I'm at Christie's.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And, yeah, she looks after me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I saw in the news where this man who was 6 feet 5 inches tall had married a girl who was 4 feet tall. But the marriage didn't last because they said they didn't see eye to eye on things.
Sure. She probably saw belly button to eye or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me share a little true story.
Okay.
If I may.
Sure.
In March 2014, I went to the dentist and he x-rayed my teeth. And my jaw tooth, which was giving me trouble, had the roots going into the cavity, sinus cavity.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent me to a specialist, Dr. Overton, who had kin people in Farmville, but he was a surgeon specialist. So I went down, and he pulled the tooth and packed it, and I went home, but it was still draining. It sounds terrible, but every time I take a sip of coffee, instead of going down my throat, it would come out my nose. This sounds gross, but it was bad. So I went back, and he packed it and got the blood stopped. And but after I got home, it started again. So Ernie Ross, my friend Ernie Ross, drove me back to Richmond to the doctor, to that surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way, I said to Jesus, you told the leper to go and show himself to the priest. And as he went, he was healed. And I expect the same treatment as you gave to the leper. when we got there, I was completely healed and never had any more problems with it.
Wow. That's amazing.
Isn't that something?
It is amazing. Yes.
Yeah. Can I share one more?
Sure.
Absolutely.
On Thursday, April the 7th, 1999, at 5:15 in the morning, Mildred Atkins called and said she'd fallen and couldn't get up, so I prayed for her and she jumped up. All right, the next day, April 8th, 1999, she had an appointment with her doctor in Richmond. They discovered her diabetes was gone, her arthritis was gone, her high blood pressure was gone, and though she'd been deaf in one ear for 20 years, she now had perfect hearing and did for the rest of her life.
Wow.
Isn't God amazing?
Yes, He is. That is amazing.
Yes, He is.
Yes.
So He's an amazing God.
Well, also the prayers, went out to you too, Henry, and you're a real trooper. You really are. And I know that you've got the Lord by your side, and that
yes, He is.
That's a big help. Anyway, well, it's great to hear from you.
Thank you.
And we continue to pray for you.
And I hope everybody will pray for me. My phone number is 394. Excuse me. I was about to give your phone number. My phone number is 414-0096.
Right. And that's a 434 area code, right? 434 area code?
I'm sorry.
Is it 434 area code?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 434 area,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I hope to call you next week.
Oh, that'd be great, Henry. It's so nice to have you back with us.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
God bless. All right,
bye-bye. All right. That was Henry. So glad to hear him. He sounds great.
Yeah. He really does.
I know.
Good to hear from Henry.
It is good to hear from Henry. All right. It's 8:45. We do have open lines at 434-394-0924. John Staten here with us, celebrating his special day with us. And so while we're waiting for more calls to come through, we've got some more celebrity birthdays to tell you about. Richard Coyle. Now, here we go. He starred in the film Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore in London. And so...
Is it like a Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's kind of like Harry
something,
Potter. Something like that, yeah. Good morning on the Call Flow Show.
Good morning. This is Mandy calling back.
All right, Mandy, we've got John Staten in here.
I know finally showed up, huh?
He did show up. Yep.
Yeah, somebody was, I talked on the phone late last night and I got sleepy, I guess. Somebody kept me up. I don't know who that would have been. Good morning. How are you?
Either. I'm good. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Very
John
sweet.
Station.
Station, yeah. She wants to call me John Station because I work here at the radio station.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Well, I told her one time I got a press release, and that's how they typed my name on the press release. They said they put station instead of Staten.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very fitting.
John Station.
It is. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
I've got your nickname, too, but I won't say it on the air.
No.
Thank you for calling and wishing
All right.
me
Well, where are you
birthday.
calling from?
I'm calling from Midlothian, Virginia.
Midlothian. And what is it you do? Are you a teacher? Or
I'm a school counselor. Middle school counselor.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's good. Well, we appreciate your call. And I know John appreciates you, too.
Very much.
Well, I will see you later.
Yes.
And you have a surprise coming around 11, so make sure you're there and not missing.
Not missing. All right. I don't usually stray away from the premises.
I've seen John wander out of the building looking confused and dehydrated.
Not if I have plenty of soda to drink.
Okay, that's true.
I hardly ever see him drink water.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do better about that.
Oh, well, good. That's good.
Thanks to Mandy.
Yeah, well good.
Well,
At least you keep him
guys
grounded,
have a great
right?
day.
All right. Thanks,
calling
Mandy,
in,
for
baby.
calling. Take care.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was sweet.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you found her, or that you found each other again,
Yes.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
We knew each other in school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's great. Kind of romantic.
Mm.
All right, 8:48 is the time. The number to call, 434-394-0924. And we'll take another caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh, good morning. I heard you have a birthday boy in the house.
We do have a birthday boy. He's in the last part of his 40th.
49 and holding.
40,
Opposed to 39 and
40
holding.
of the decade. Yeah. So.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Johnny on the spot.
Thanks. First time calling.
But, oh my. Have you guys caught this gig with the James Cain?
What about
James
Caan?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it was Gene. Was it
Gene Hackman passed
Gene
away.
Hackman passed away.
Is that what you're referring to?
Was it him? I don't know. Was it with the scandal, the possible murder-suicide?
Oh, yeah, that was Gene Hackman. They found him and his wife and their dogs. And it could have been a gas leak. It could have been, I don't know. It's all speculation, I guess.
Yeah, it is all speculation. Yep.
Huh.
So, let me see if I can find out something about that. Hold on.
I've just heard about it this morning. It happened yesterday.
Yeah. That's when they found the body.
I believe
or
so.
Bodies.
Yeah, my sister texted me when she wished me happy birthday this morning. She asked, had I heard about Gene Hackman? I said, no.
Okay, I've got the story.
Oh, man. You have big plans then? A parade in town?
We don't have the budget for that this year. Maybe next year, the big 5-0, maybe.
Maybe so. Yeah.
A homeless man with a sign.
All right, I've got something here on Gene Hackman. His wife and their dog were found dead in their New Mexico home. Foul play was not suspected, but the authorities did not release circumstances of their deaths and said the investigation was ongoing. Hackman, who was 95, Betsy Araqua, 63, and their dog were all dead when the deputies entered to their home to check on their welfare around 1:45 p.m. yesterday. Santa Fe County Sheriff's spokesperson said. And the gruff but beloved Hackman was among the finest actors of his generation, appearing as villains, heroes, and anti-heroes in dozens of dramas, comedies, and action films from the 1960s until his retirement in the early 2000s. Now, he was a 5-time Oscar nominee who won for The French Connection in 1972 and Unforgiven 2 decades later. His death comes just 4 days before this year's ceremony with the Oscars. Hackman and Arakawa, a classically trained pianist who grew up in Hawaii when she was working part-time at a California gym in the mid-1980s. The New York Times reported in 1989 they soon moved in together, and by the end of the decade had bought their home in Santa Fe. And let's see what else. Hackman was often seen around town and served as a board member of the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum in the 1990s, according to the local paper, the New Mexican. Aside from appearances at award shows, he was rarely seen in Hollywood social circuit and retired about 20 years ago. He was the rare Hollywood retirement that actually lasted. In his later years, he wrote novels. Hackman had 3 children from a previous marriage, but he and his present wife had no children together. In 1999, they had adopted 3 German shepherds, according to the Baltimore Sun. Hackman told the film magazine Empire in 2020 that he and Arakawa liked to watch DVDs that she'd rented. So he sounded like a pretty normal guy. We like simple stories that some of the little low-budget films managed to produce. So an email sent to his publicist was not immediately returned today. So That's pretty much all we know about that right now. So, there you go.
Well, thank you, Miss Info.
You're most welcome, first caller.
Yes. So what happened to JFK, huh?
Right. I don't know about that one. That's still up in the air. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I didn't have anything. I just thought it was just wanted to, give a shout out.
Okay.
To our third favorite radio host.
Thanks. Hopefully I'm around to do it again.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hope so. Yep.
Oh, my.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you take care. Have a good
thank
day.
Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for your call. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay. First time caller there. Calling to wish John a happy birthday today. All right.
I think James Caan has already passed. So
he died in 2022.
Because he threw me when he mentioned James Caan. And then I was like, Chris, when she mentioned Gene Hackman, I figured that's who he was referring to.
Well, I used to get the two mixed up.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, but I just did. Anyway. Anyway, back to birthdays, since we're into that. Richard Coyle turns 53. He portrayed French Blackwood, or Friar Blackwood, in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So, his middle name is Winslow. Mm-hmm. Speaking of names, we were talking about names like Attila.
The name I'm going to name my child.
Another name that I came up with this morning for some reason was Pandora.
Pandora, like Pandora's box.
Right.
That's nice. Yeah. I kind of like that.
You don't
name Attila. It's a tough sell.
Many names like that. Many people named Pandora.
No.
So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Katie's going to hate you for saying that.
Kate Mara
sure.
turns 42 today. She's was in the the movie All of Us Strangers, maybe. And so she turns 42. And she appeared in Kitchen Nightmares as a restaurant patron. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see who this is. Actress Lindsay Morgan, and she's a beauty. She turns 35 today. She appeared in an episode of How I Met Your Mother as one of the writers on the Drunk Train, whatever that is. The Drunk Train. But that was some party.
Yeah.
More celebrities. Joanne Woodward. Joanne Woodward is still alive.
How old is Joanne Woodward?
She's 95 years old.
95.
Yeah, she was married to Paul Newman.
Yes.
Actor Barbara Babcock.
They were in Picnic, I believe, together, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that.
Their marriage was a long-lasting.
The dressing salad that I remember you guys talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
And everything else that goes along with it.
You got it. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, folks.
Hey.
This is Bad Mama Jamma wishing John Staten a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
Thank you, Betty.
If it hadn't been for you, I would have missed out on some of the best music ever.
Oh, say that again so Noah can hear this.
Wow. I know.
Well, I hope you're going to have one of the best birthdays ever. And I used to say to Francis often, at the end of the month, to always remember rabbit, rabbit, rabbit on the first morning of the new month.
Right.
I don't know whether you're familiar with that or not.
I've heard that, but I'm not exactly sure what it means.
If you say it first thing that morning of the first, it should bring you good luck throughout the month. So, but you can't say anything else first. You got to say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit first thing. And hopefully We both will remember that.
Hopefully, I'll remember it too. Hopefully, Noah will remember it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny will say, what did you say?
Yeah.
Anyway, and while I'm on the line, I might mention a couple of leap year celebrants.
Okay.
Because I'm never sure when to tell you to put those on air. Mm-hmm. But Carla Wilson is having a birthday. She's a leap year baby.
Who, Carla?
Carla Wilson from Rice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there's a special anniversary for Kathy and Mike Sissel, Cissel, from down in the Richmond area.
Mm-hmm.
There is also a leap year anniversary. Kathy is Ted and Polly Hollingsworth's daughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's that connection with this area.
Okay.
Well, don't y'all party too much without inviting me to come down and join you.
Okay, that's a deal.
Okie doke.
All right.
Have a good one, especially you, John.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was Betty Ike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to do it for today.
Mm-hmm.
So, John, again, happy birthday.
Thank
Hope
you,
that
Chris.
you have a wonderful surprise at 11 o'clock. I don't know whether you'll be able to share it or not, but maybe you will. Anyway, we've got news of weather coming up. Everybody have a great day today.
Bye.
WFLO AM in Farmville.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. After an